my lovely spooky ghouls and goblins. Welcome back, or welcome if you're a newcomer. Hi, my name is Naomi, and today we're going to be doing a super exciting Tatyana Poshmark haul. Hopefully I'm saying that business name right. And if you have not met him before, this is Bucky. He's my baby. He has decided to sit on the couch with me today because he's not feeling too well. So we're going to film a couple videos and just hang out on the couch today. So hopefully you enjoy, and if you like this, maybe I can even some few more videos with me. Usually you'll just see him pop around my videos. He's just gonna adjust around a little bit while he tries to make himself comfortable throughout the video, so if you don't like that, I apologize. He's my baby, so he's here to stay. But if you are new to my channel, I have been trying to do a kind of series of Poshmark hauls. If you don't know what Poshmark is, it's kind of like an individual thrift store. There's a closet for each person. I personally sell on Poshmark, so I have a closet. I list the clothing that I'm selling on Poshmark. It could be used or brand new. It could be homeware. It could be a whole bunch of different stuff. They don't just have clothing, but I do love it for clothing. And there's a whole bunch of different categories, sizes, brands, a bunch of different ways to customize it. Basically like thrift shopping in a way, so I'm gonna tag this in thrifting, because it's kind of digital thrifting where you're going to different stores or closets, and you can find new and used things. Sometimes you can find some really great deals, and it's kind of like a bartering system as well, which I really love. That's one of the reasons I absolutely love Poshmark, is I'm kind of a barterer. That's like going to thrift stores, you can't really barter a lot, but going to like flea markets, you can. I grew up on going to flea markets. I love flea markets. Unfortunately, it's not really a thing right now with everything going on. So this is my version of it. And when things get back more to normal, if you guys would like, I could do some more thrifting videos. But I am, in my own life, personally trying to be more sustainable and as eco-friendly as possible. It's something that I've always been interested in. I always try to be, you know, as good to the earth as I can. You know, I recycle, I decompose, I do all of those fun things. Decompose, that sounds weird. But going along with that, I try not to buy like mass manufactured clothes. If I do buy clothes, I try to wear it, you know, buy them from better, more sustainable small companies, supporting smaller companies instead of just buying clothes from like Target or Walmart, or large mass manufactured clothing brands. I do still buy from Torrid. That's my weakness, but I only have the occasional purchase from them when they have some really great collections or sales. And I love their workout wear. Their athletic wear is awesome. But a great example is, this is a top from Vixen by Michelin Pit. I absolutely love their company. I have a whole bunch, or this isn't Vixen, this is La Femme and Noir, which is a sister company of Vixen. I have a couple hauls from La Femme as well, a couple more coming out. When there's sales, I try to pick up what I can because they're not cheap, but they are wonderful quality, and this is one of my favorite tops as of the moment. And this is actually a Poshmark item that I'm wearing. It's actually a vintage like 1980s skirt. It's kind of just like a straight A-line skirt, which I really like, and it's super freaking comfortable. So that's a good example. You know, you can find both new and used items on Poshmark, and you can search by brand. So what I've kind of been doing is to do this series, is I've been collecting different like branded clothing that I like and that I've heard of, and kind of putting them in as a haul together with the same brand versus like from a specific seller. Oh, you okay, honey? I will do a couple videos that are like from specific sellers if, you know, it's kind of a smaller item and I may, you know, not have a lot of items from that company in different hauls. So I've kind of been collecting them and separating them into, these are the boxes I ship with. They're priority boxes from UPS or USPS. So he's banned. So I just kind of separate what I purchase and stick it in the box that I have marked for the brand. So today we're going to be hauling for Tatyana. I don't remember how much I actually paid, so I'll have the actual price down below, along with I purchased it from this closet, so on. So the first item I have, I am super excited. There's quite a few dresses in here, or not quite a few. There's a couple dresses, a top or so, and one item that's brand new in plastic still, so that's exciting. So our first item is this dress. So we have this first dress here, which is super cute, but right now this isn't a top that a dress that I'm gonna be able to wear this time of year, but I'm super excited to have it for later on in the year. So I got this in a 4X. It's actually a Bettie Paige by Tatyana. That's the one thing I found while shopping for Tatyana items. I found that they tend to run like smaller. So I'm normally a 2X, a 1X to a 2X, depending on the stretch of the fabric and like my top and my bottom measurements per the like website. So basically what I did, which I always recommend with Poshmark, since it's direct communication from the seller, which is really, really nice, you can always say, hey, I'm not sure if this would fit me. Would you be able to take the measurements of the clothing? These are my measurements. Do you think it would fit? So on. Which I did a lot shopping for this brand because I know they're really great items and really good quality. I've heard a lot of good things about Tatyana, which I know is a smaller, like retro vintage clothing brand. So you know, that's always something you can do. And I've done that for a lot of people before as well. You know, I try to automatically take the measurements of my garments when I list them, but that's not always possible if I'm listing a whole bunch at a time, which does happen. So, but yes, so this beautiful little, I don't want to say strapless, but front tie behind the neck top. It's got these cute little anchors, and they're kind of like a flocked velvet. They are absolutely freaking adorable. And there's a little bow right at the waist, and it is a higher waist like I like it. And it's this lovely red and gray, so it's not like too in your face, which is always something that I'm looking for. I don't mind in your face sometimes, but this is super freaking cute. I am very excited about this. Let's see, there are pockets. Yes, I love freaking pockets. I love them. I do find myself, like, as I get older, I won't really buy items unless there are pockets in them, because either I'll add the pocket or I just won't get it because recondoing my closet is my goal. And you know, if I'm not going to absolutely love the garment, then I'm not going to buy it to begin with. And if I don't absolutely love the garment when I get it, I will usually relist it on Poshmark or donate it if it's an item that, you know, doesn't spark joy and has been in my closet for a really long time and is just not worth selling. But you can find some absolutely great finds on Poshmark. You know, again, if you don't absolutely love it, you can always relist it and make your money back. But yeah, so I will go ahead and try this dress on for you. It has a really cute, like, pleated skirt. So if it will fit, I will try it on with and without a petticoat, just to see, like, how it fits and how it looks with a flared out skirt. I will definitely get a lot of wear out of it in the summertime. And it actually did come with this little Bolero top. And I'm not a huge fan of Boleros to begin with. So if this is a item that I decide I don't like, again, I will just list the Bolero, like, sweater on Poshmark, since there's no point in me hanging on to it. I know it's a matching set, but somebody may have the dress and not have this and want this. But it's got some super cute pleating or darting right in the front and the back to give it some good dimension. And it has the red trim just like the dress and this cute little fabric. And again, it's in a 4X and it ties right in the front, so you can get a really nice under boob tie and define everything. Okay, so our next item is this green dress. I am so excited for this dress. It actually still has its original tag on here. And I do believe that the seller actually had multiple sizes of this, so if it is still available, I will have a link down below as a listing. And again, I'll have the closet of the seller listed. So it looks like it was regular price $134. Now this is a much stretchier fabric. The other one doesn't really have any stretch on it. It's pretty much just a cotton. There is a little bit of stretch to this dress. So we discussed measurements when I bought this dress, and it turns out that the 3X would fit me better measurement wise than the 4X. So we went with the 3X. If you know me at all, you know green is my color. I absolutely love green. I love my gothic aesthetic, but green I still love. My favorite color used to be purple and like black. They're still on the spectrum of like my top 5 colors, but I think green is definitely like my favorite color at this point in time. I really love green, and all different shades of green too. It does have these really cute pockets that are nice and wide. They're not super deep, but they are nice and wide, and they've got these little buttons right around them. There's 3 accent buttons here. That is super cute, and matches right here on the top where there's this like darting right above the chest, like right around the collarbones. It's got this super cute freaking collar, and it's got this like the fabric of the dress is, it's like green and white speckled. It's got kind of a texture to it. Thank God it is lined. The like sleeves aren't lined, but the inside of the dress is lined with this like stretchy soft fabric here, because I think it would be a teeny bit itchy. I'll pop back in if it is, but I don't think it will be. But it has shoulder pads, which is interesting because I haven't worn anything with shoulder pads in a long while. They are actually sewn into the dress, so it's not like vintage shoulder pads where you can kind of take them out because they're just like sewn right into the top. They're actually in the lining. So this would be interesting because I have not worn a dress with shoulder pads for a really, really long time. But it is just kind of like a straight skirt, just flares out, isn't pleated like the other one at all. And at the bottom of the dress, it does have that lining that's separated. So I am really excited for this dress. It is super cute. I have been imagining myself in this dress, and it's got some super cute darting right here. It's hard to tell, but there's, you know, just a line of darting going from the chest to the waist, so that you can get some nice definition there. I am really excited for this dress. This reminds me of like, I don't want to say Hillary Clinton, but like a presidential, like first lady kind of dress. Like, you know what I mean? It's definitely more like professional of a dress than like the other one for sure. And this is definitely a lot more modest, but super cute. It's a different dress. I normally wouldn't wear something like this, but I saw it and I thought it was super, super cute, and I wanted to give it a try. You know, there's nothing wrong with having some different items in your closet for different occasions. Actually, you know, I feel like this would be a great wedding dress, like to wear to somebody else's wedding. But yes, so I am super excited for this dress, and I will obviously try it on for you. Okay, so the next item, oh yes, I forgot. So I got this top. It's kind of just a really nice, there's a little bit of cardboard on the top. It's just a Tatyana 2X t-shirt. Now this is a stretchy t-shirt. I don't know if it says like the material of it, but looking at the measurements, this would fit me stretched and unstretched. So this is going to be a really nice taut t-shirt on me, and it still has all of its original tags on it, designed by Tatyana. But it's just kind of like a plain v-neck shirt. It's super cute, and honestly I feel like it would go with my like vintage stuff very, very well. Actually, I think I found the tag. Oh, it is 100% cotton, but it does have some good amount of stretch in it, which is surprising, so I bet it's like cotton blend. But yes, this is a really nice light shirt that I would probably wear like a white bra or a blue bra with, because I feel like it would be a little see-through. It was just one of the items. I think I got 2 or 3 of these items from the same seller, so it was just like a cheaper item that I liked, so she just threw it in with the bundle that I created. But super, super freaking cute. Definitely like a good staple piece that I could throw in my wardrobe and wear with my more vintagey stuff, with like skirts and pants, and still like have the like retro vibes. So now we have this dress, which I'm super excited for. It is wrapped in plastic still. go ahead and take that out of the plastic. So this is super freaking cute and I am super excited for it. Go ahead and unfold ya. So again, she's new with tags as well. So I got this one in a 4X because there's like not really a lot of stretch to this, and it does come with an extra button. This is a gorgeous dress. I'm really hoping that this fits well. So it kind of has this like ruffling effect, kind of like a peasant top. If there was like a kind of like a girdle or corset over it, words are not coming to me. And then it's got this nice sleeve here. Hopefully there is enough room for my arms. We'll see. Again, if I don't absolutely love these items, I will be listing them on Poshmark, so you can always go grab them. There's a really nice zipper in the back that goes all the way down. Oh, I'd say past your butt. And it's got a really nice clasp here as well. I love these hook and eye clasps. They definitely help when adding on items. But this bottom black fabric is stretchy, so I feel like it'll fit. It is kind of like an A-line dress going all the way down. It's not really like a straight dress. I guess it kind of is kind of like a wiggle dress. But there is a waistline right here, so it'll fit really perfectly right here. It's not really like anything that I own. You know what this reminds me of? I've never personally played the game, but the like Bendy and the Ink Machine, it kind of reminds me of his girlfriend, like the girl in the game, if you know what I'm talking about at all. I feel like this is something she would wear, but it's very stark. And this is, I like how it's not white, it's kind of like a darker, like yellowed like tea white color. So if you were going to take like white fabric and stain it with tea, kind of like an ivory color, or not really, it's kind of a darker than ivory. Like the way it's reading is the way I am seeing it, so I feel like it definitely does, kind of looks like vintage and aged in a way, which I think is super cute. I feel like you might be able to wear it a little off the shoulder too, but I like these cute little buttons here. It definitely gives it like an accent. They don't really do anything, but this is like a little longer. I feel like it would go past my knees, and again there's another like row of like ruffling right underneath. There's like another band of the black fabric right after it, so it gives another little accent to kind of match the top and the bottom. And then you'll see me trying this on. Unfortunately, I don't think this dress has pockets, which is kind of a bummer considering both the other dresses do have pockets. But it is kind of a nicer dress that you would again wear to kind of like a party or like a really nice dinner. So you would have a purse or something with you anyways. It's not a deal breaker, but I do wish that it did have pockets. But considering the type of dress it is and the material, I could see it being difficult to have pockets in it without like necessarily affecting the like silhouette of the dress itself. But that is our last item, and I'm super excited for this dress. I feel like this will definitely like conform to my curves. I'm glad I got it in a 4X because it definitely does seem more of like a wiggle dress than I was expecting. Again, I like bought this like several months ago, so I don't even remember these pieces when I take them out of the box, so it is really an unboxing and a surprise for me as much as it is for you, because I just like kind of store them away, and it is really excited for me to like reopen them and see what I purchased. I do remember them, but like it re-jogs my memory. Again, I don't have anything like this in my closet. I tend to aim more for like the circle skirt, wide skirt, like 1940s, 50s aesthetic. So I don't really have a lot of like wiggle dresses and like tighter skirts and stuff. I have a couple, but not a ton. And they do make me feel nice and good when I wear them. The seller did include a couple extra items. One was this necklace, and she also included a blue purse that kind of matched the shirt. I went ahead and I don't really wear a lot of purses. It was kind of like a little clutch that had like a metal string, like a, you know what I mean, like a chain, which was super cute, and I am so grateful. So she included this necklace and the purse. But I went ahead and gifted that to my best friend Rebecca for Christmas because it is not something that I wear, but she likes purses and clutches, so that's more her thing. but I will never turn down free jewelry. And this was a super, super cute, I'm not sure if it's Tatyana or if it's just like a random, it's obviously not like real pearls. It's kind of like costume jewelry, but I am not picky about jewelry. If it looks cute and it's vintage looking, I will wear it. So it's these cute little pearls with these little thick diamonds. They're just glass. There's a little pearl here and this little hanging one. Now I feel like this is gonna be more of like a choker on me. Go ahead and try this on. I really like the clasp. Yeah. See, I kind of have a larger neck, so it kind of lands more as like a choker necklace, and like right here is where my collarbone is, so it like sits right in that little nook. But I feel like, you know, there's definitely a time and a place, and I feel like this definitely will have its moment at some point. Go ahead and pop this off. But it is super cute. I am more inclined to wear like either really long necklaces or like chokers. I don't really wear a lot of like in-betweens, which is kind of fun. Like I either wear like a bunch of like 70s like long necklaces or like more of like 90s chokers. I don't really have a lot of necklaces that are like more vintage looking. I did get a couple new pearls, like fake pearls, that kind of like sit more in like here. But yeah, so I am really excited for this haul. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Bucky is just moving around because he is struggling to find a comfortable position, so I hope you don't mind him. But y'all have a wonderful spooky evening. I love y'all. Bye.